The first practice match against Hawthorn about 3 weeks ago, when Hawthorn really kicked them off the ground and won by 23 goals. But after the game, Paul Cronin said to Alan Jeans that in fact the Brisbane Bears did learn a lot from that game.
Yeah, I think it's early days yet. We can't be too critical at this stage, Grant, but one of the good things that came out of the match was the encouraging form of Mark Micken, the ex-South Australian footballer. Wayne Banfield, former Essendon player, played very, very well. He'll be an asset to the Bears this year. I think Philip Walsh and Dale Dixon were also two good footballers that did it very, very well. The practice match form was not that encouraging, but I think...
Well, they did play well together in patches. Now, tonight in the National Panasonic competition, this is a knockout competition. There are 14 teams in the comp. This is how the competition has progressed so far.
The story so far. In the opening match, Geelong made the long trip from Cardinia Park to down a disappointing Collingwood. The Cats trailed by 12 points at half-time, but thanks to the brilliance of Gary Ablett, Paul Couch and company, they came back to win by 20 points. Last year's runner-up Carlton met Fitzroy in the first of the Saturday night games, and 11,000 people saw the Blues control the match right throughout. With former skipper Wayne Johnston displaying outstanding form, it was Carlton by 11 points. Melbourne looked like the Demons of old in more ways than one when they beat Richmond on February 24. Sporting the old dark blue Guernseys and led by the mercurial Robert Flower, Melbourne withstood a third-quarter revival by the Tigers to register a 16-point victory. Reigning champions Hawthorn crushed North Melbourne by 40 points 3 days later, but only after the Kangaroos fought back hard early in the second half. But with Gary Ayres and John Platten taking over in the final term, the Hawks proved far too classy. A week ago, the West Coast Eagles made a triumphant entry into the big league with a stunning win over the hapless Bulldogs. After a horror start, the boys from WA won by 40 points and earned the admiration of the footy public. And last Saturday, Essendon showed just why they had the mighty Bombers tag when they blitzed and killed it by 43 points. And in doing so, the men from Windy Hill showed they'll be bouncing back after a disappointing 86.